I didn't really see much of a fight with Indiana. I thought Michigan just handled their business. They came out. I thought they could have started the game a little better, but overall
Sure.
they played well. They ran the ball well. They defensively wreaked havoc. Like they did what they usually do defensively, holding Indiana to 7 points. I mean, I don't care how bad a team is, holding them to under 10 points is impressive. So I'm going to
Mhm.
give the defense all the credit.
But we knew that. But we knew that,
Mhm.
and that's what I meant by like there was nothing that I learned differently. There was nothing that kind of popped today, for the most part. I mean, it's always good to see Cade uh, connect on a couple of deep balls. That was good to
Mhm.
see. I will say this too, an observation, and you know, I think it was actually due to injury. Because Cade had to go into the medical tent, but I thought Harbaugh took your advice
Oh,
and
of going
gave gave JJ his own drive.
versus
It
a
like in the
play
third
here
mid.
and there. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it was a mid third quarter. Like JJ like started off a drive and he had the entire drive. I believe it ended with a field goal. But I thought at the time like, oh, this is good. Yeah, let's let the kid go, give
Mhm.
him a drive. Don't let him looking over. Only time he should be looking over his shoulder is to get the play, not to see if he's coming out.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know, it turns out that Cade McNamara was in the medical tent, but either
And I
way, I'm just glad. I'm glad he got that. I'm at least glad he got the opportunity because he look. It's clear. It's clear the kid is extremely talented. I don't
mhm.
think that it's blowing hot smoke. I think this kid's legit with his talent.
Agreed.
He has a cannon. He is extremely mobile. He's got some wiggle to him, man. Like the way he can avoid sacks. He has like I said, he has a really good arm. He has to learn a little bit of composure, when and when not to take shots. But I think he is one of those. He might be, and I don't think this is a hot take. He has the potential to be the most dynamic quarterback Harbaugh's ever had at Michigan. Dynamic. We'll see if it comes to fruition,
I think you're
but
probably
I'm really
correct.
excited about him.
I wouldn't. I don't think that would be hot take-ish. I'd agree with that.
Mm.
Um, and also too on with JJ getting a drive versus play here and there. I think that's part of why he presses sometimes is because if I only get a couple at bats, if I only get a few swings and a couple plays, like I'm gonna try to hit a home run. So he had the one where early on he kind of forced it. It just he was trying to extend the play, ended up
Hmm.
throwing it kind of into traffic a little bit. Like you get things like that when a guy is pressing when he knows he only has like so many plays that he's going to be in the game. So I think getting there, having a clear message and schedule for how they're going to work that quarterback situation, I think is important. So you don't have JJ doing things like that where he's thinking, well, oh crap, if I don't, convert this third down, this is going to be it for me today. Like understanding, like, look, man, you're going to get, plenty more drives. Like we've got this figured out. You don't need to press and go crazy. So
Yeah, learn,
that was
play, be as smart as you can. But I want you to, I want you to be you, but I want you to also be smart, right?
mhm,
But look, because he is clear, he reminds me a lot. He reminds me a lot of Brett Favre. He has a little bit of that Brett Favre type play to
little
him.
gunslinger a little bit.
I think his ideal play is that he's able to extend the play a little bit. He's done it with kind of pointing God open and
Pointing,
just
yeah.
swing one. I think that's
Quarterbacks love
okay.
quarterbacks love doing that. It's just to show off. Like
So, oh
receivers know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
we know the scramble drill. Like we know
Right,
it.
right, right,
Like they're
right,
just
right,
doing
right.
that. They just want to look good. Like hey, go
Right.
go go.
Hey, go. I'm
Yeah.
gonna hit you up. Got you. And sling it. And that's cool. And it's exciting as hell. When it works out, but it's
hmm
very scary in the midst of it.
Yeah.
And but no, man. It's just once again one of those games. I saw a comment on here that I want you to click because I think it kind of sums up how a lot of us may feel about Cameron Snyder. You see this one? Glad Michigan won, but watching that, can you click that one? It's at 11:08.
Let me see.
Scroll up, scroll up.
Oh, I get you.
Yeah. I think this comment kind of sums up how At least how I feel is that like you feel, of course you're glad Michigan won, but it's like you just feel numb. I think that's a great way to put it, at least for me. Because we've seen this a lot. This is one of those games where Michigan's at home, they get a lesser opponent, and they take care of the business, and that's not a bad thing. But it's just like when you get to this point in the season and you're that excitement level is not as high because you kind of know how these things have played out. And that's, like I said, it's not to be negative. It's just is what it is. And it's up to Harbaugh and the team to kind of prove us wrong, right? And to show us something different. And continue to take care of business, go to Penn State, and take, win, go to Maryland, win, and do something that none of us are expecting them to do. And look, Ohio State, look, me and you've been talking about it all year. CJ Stroud, or Strode, whatever, Strode. It's not. He's talented, man, but he doesn't have the moxie and composure that the typical Ohio State quarterback has. He is prone to make mistakes, man. He is prone, and Ohio State also struggles. You saw it today. They struggle with stopping the run. Michigan can still do this thing. They can beat everyone that's on their schedule. That's the thing. They can beat everyone there. Right? Is it likely to beat Ohio State? No, but it's very, very possible, especially at home. But it's just it's hard to get excited after just a win like today. You clap your hands, enjoy time with your friends and your watching party, and you move on.